Hi everyone, Kim Adams here. I just thought I'd take a couple of minutes to share some thoughts I was having about a quote that I just shared on my business Facebook page, so on the Happy, Healthy, Groovy Facebook page. It's a quote about the idea of us wearing different masks in our lives. So we all have a different persona, different face that we put forward when we interact with different people. So the mask that I wear when I'm working with colleagues can be very different to the mask or the persona that I put out there when I'm with friends, hanging out, having a drink, laughing, being silly, which could be very different again to the persona or the mask that I wear to present myself in a certain way when I'm around family or, close friends, as opposed to friends that are maybe just acquaintances. So it's natural for us to slightly alter the way we present ourselves, the way we talk, the language we use, the characteristics of ourselves that we share with different people. And that's a good thing. It's a useful thing to do, because certainly we can't behave the same way at a barbecue as the way we would behave in a boardroom. But I think sometimes when we work in a particular environment, particularly if it's an environment that has certain structures and processes that are very embedded in a very distinct culture, we take on those characteristics as part of our personality, because that becomes the mask that we wear to show that we're successful, to show that we fit in, to show that we belong within that group, because we aspire to do well in that group. And that's a great thing. But what can happen if you're doing that for a long time, that it can start to become a little difficult to know where the mask ends and the real you begins. So, for example, if you're in a working environment that really values very strong, direct decision making, values a bit of a cutthroat sort of industry, a cutthroat approach to sales or how you interact at the workplace, you might take on that role and show yourself to be that really confident, bold, outgoing person. Whereas on the inside, you actually are aligned more with gentler values, or there is a softer side of you, a more creative side of you, that kind of gets squashed by the mask that you wear to fit in where you're working. And that's fine if you can distinguish between those two sides of yourself and easily switch in of one and out of the other. So for example, on the weekends you enjoy doing creative things, maybe you paint, maybe you connect with family and do artistic things or music, and you really enjoy that side of yourself. And then during the week you're doing the hard analytical left brain sort of work, and you can switch. But what I find often with people who've been working in a certain industry for a while is that it can be really hard to start to maintain that switching backwards and forwards. And that mask that you're wearing at work starts to be worn at home and in your private life as well. And at some point, there becomes this sense in our bodies that something doesn't fit. We're not living in alignment with how we actually want to be, with our true self or with our true characteristics and values. And that can start to feel really uncomfortable. So being willing to sort of acknowledge that and notice that is really the first step to owning what is going on. And then you can start to make some choices on whether you want to start taking that mask off, that mask that has become a part of you but doesn't really fit. So I don't know if that's something that resonates with you. That's something I know I've felt at different phases in my life, and something that I've changed a lot in the last couple of years as I've moved out of working in a managerial role and the work that I did then into what I'm doing now. And it took a while for that shift to start to feel comfortable. So I'd love to hear your experiences on whether you feel like you wear a mask, or any tips or strategies on how you have learnt to take that mask off so that you can just be comfortable in your own skin. Because really, when you're comfortable in your own skin, you're giving permission to everyone around you to be themselves, to feel comfortable being who they are, because they can sense that true confidence that's coming from you. And that not only benefits you, but it benefits everyone that is around you. So I'd be interested to hear your thoughts. Send me an email, kim@happyhealthygroovy.com.au, or jump on the Facebook site and leave some comments there. Okay, bye.